Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh my gosh, and a Friday too. For all of you that are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, it's a perfect day to go out there and visit a pub or two. But please be responsible. One of the things I'm thinking about this morning is fear. We all have it, right? We all are afraid of something, right? The fear, and we don't like to call it afraid. Fear is a less provocative word than afraid, but that's really what it is. We're afraid. So, what are your fears in your art business? Are you dealing with being seen and having people judge you? Oh my gosh, I don't want to put myself out there because my friends are going to see me and they're going to have judgment on my videos or my posts. Or if I get too successful, no one's going to like me anymore. Or is it the fear of putting yourself out there and nobody responding, right? Gosh, I put all of my work out there and I'm not getting any likes, or I'm not getting as many likes as I would like to have. And a lot of that fear is just made up stuff that we tell ourselves, right? The reality of it is not anywhere near the story that we're saying to ourselves. So, what do we do when we are in fear? The thing that I like to do is feel the fear and do it anyway, because it's always going to be there. And the more that we tackle that fear, the better equipped we're going to be in building that muscle. It's a muscle. It's a muscle against fear, right? And looking at it and examining it, and is it real? What's the story that we're telling ourselves about the fear that we're experiencing? So I like to do the feel the fear and do it anyway. And sometimes that takes a minute. I remember when I started the Master Secrets. Oh my gosh, I had hired a coach, and there were action steps that I needed to do, and I wasn't doing them, but I was still paying the coach, right? And it was the second payment that I made to that coach, and I'm just telling myself, oh my gosh, either I need to, and I was committed for a 6-month period. So either I needed to do it or I needed to continue to pay for nothing, right? So I decided that I was going to do it. And I had hired the coach in November, and it was like January when I finally broke through and said, you know what, I'm going to do this anyway. And once I did it, once I took that first step, it was this amazing snowball of continuum. And it made such a huge difference in my ability to move forward. And I remember the day that the Master Secrets launched, that the summit that I had put together with all of the interviews that I had done launched. And it was powerful. It was the way that I felt inside, um, having overcome that fear, having done it anyway, feeling it, being afraid. I knew that my life was never going to be the same again. And it doesn't mean that just because you overcome fear once that it goes away. That's not the way that fear works. Fear shows up, disguises itself as resistance, disguises itself as procrastination, disguises itself in 100 different ways. And we have to continually flex that muscle that we are building to overcome the fear. So today I'd really like to ask you, what is the fear that is holding you back? What are you experiencing that is not serving you? And how can you overcome that? If you need some help, I'm going to put the link to my calendar in the post, and I'd love to talk with you and see how I can help you. And it will make a big difference. You know, having someone to encourage you, that's one of the things that I really believe in is coaching. And even though I do a lot of coaching for my clients, I still have a coach because there are things that I need to look at in myself. Having a coach all the time for the last 10 years has been something really powerful for me and has made a really big difference in my business. So I'm going to drop the link to my calendar into the chat and or into the post. And I'd love to chat with you about your art business. It is really, truly my passion to help you to be out there because I believe that you are the most powerful people on the planet, that you have the ability to change this world, to influence it with your art, with your personality. You are so unique. You are so incredible. So I look forward to it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Please be responsible. And I will see you next week. Oh, wait. Oh, almost forgot. How'd you do for your 5 for 5s? Is that 5 for 5 something that is resonating with you? Love to hear what your 5 for 5 this week was and how you were able to accomplish that. And if there was a hiccup that stopped you from getting further along than you wanted to be. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Okay.